Hello everyone, welcome to a new video. In this video, we are going to talk about the design part. So this would be a complete two set of videos wherein we would be talking about designing a website. It's actually a very basic website. I mean, like a very minimalistic design, and then designing it after designing it, we will be actually coding it. So in this video, I'm going to talk about the design part, right? So first of all, a little bit introduction of mine. So my name is Jasneet Singh. I am also known as Innovative Coder, which is the name of this channel, and I am the founder of Innovative Labs. You can reach out to me on. Let me just switch the screen. Okay, you can reach out to me on LinkedIn, on Twitter, on sorry, not on TikTok. I take my words back. Not on TikTok. Behance and Dribble, and also the main platform for me is Instagram. I have more than 111k followers, and you can reach out to me on Instagram if you have any doubts, if you have any queries, if you just want some kind of guidance or some kind of support. Also, I have this YouTube channel, so before watching this complete video, just like it down and subscribe the channel. I would really appreciate that. Now let me just so for this video we would be using Figma. Figma is a software, or you can say it's an app, it's an application wherein you can design cool stuff. So this thing is also designed in Figma. Let me just close it. So this is what we would be designing. This is actually a very small part of a huge project I was working on, and this complete project was actually built in React. But this particular part we can also do in HTML and CSS. So I'm just picking this out and doing this in HTML CSS. For that part I used React, JSX and JSS for that, but that would be a little bit complex. That is not covered in this complete session. Herein we will be first designing this from scratch. After that we would be actually coding this stuff in the next part of the video. Okay, so let me just open this. So this, I have a new file. So if you don't have Figma, just go on to I think it's figma.com or something like that. You can use the web app or you can use the normal app. I'm using the app which is the macOS application for this stuff. What I would do would be I would just press A. I have just pressed A for alphabet, or A for Amsterdam, A for Australia. I pressed A, and now herein I can select my artboard, or you can say frames. If you are coming from Illustrator or something like that background, then you would say artboard. I am selecting desktop, and I would just double up this stuff. So it would be, the height would be 2048, right? Because I actually want a complete full view of my page. Okay, just in one frame. Now what I would do would be I'll have the main header setup. So therein I had a nav bar, but here I am not having a nav bar because this is a standalone application. This is a standalone website. This is not a part of a huge huge app, web app or huge stuff. So what I will do would be I have pressed R for rabbit. Okay, and I'll just or wait, let me just pull in the image. So I have this thing made up, right? And I will just tell you how I did that. So I have this header. It's not a header, but this is the banner actually. Yeah, you can say banner. So this stuff I got it from Google. Just type brush stroke PNG, and you'll find a file like this, image like this. You just need to copy the image and paste it over here. That's all, done. And this is just written Innovative Coder in a font known as Gloss and Bottom. Yeah, Bloom. Sorry, Gloss and Bloom. Okay, so I would just copy this, Command C, and let me just paste it over here. Okay, Control Z. I'll just have this thing like this, and I'm actually pressing Shift, and then I'm able to select both of them, and then I'll center them. Okay, that looks good. That looks dope. Now I'll take my another image, which is my own image. So I have an image over here. I had the normal one, so I'll just pick the normal image. Okay, and let me just paste it over here. It would be a huge image. Sorry for that. I just need to scale it down a bit. Okay, just scale it down a bit. It looks good. Looks good. I just need to place it over here, and then I can give it a stroke. It sounds good, right? Let me just give it a stroke of 5, and let's say the black looks okayish, but I had this greenish color, so let me just copy the hex code. So this was the color. Okay, this is good. Let me just center this. I think it's not in the center. Yeah. Okay, now it looks good. Now I press T for tomatoes, and I will just do. Okay, so it has already selected the Glass and Bloom font, but I just don't want to do that. Let me just do it. Jasneet Singh. Okay, and I'll select the font as Vivus Nua. That's my new choice of fonts. I actually didn't do that one before. On my complete site, I had Poppins font. So let me just do a Poppins. It's not Spook. It's not this one as well. It's Poppins actually. Yeah. So this is the font, but I just oh wait. Let me just keep it Roboto. For this part, Roboto would look cool. Yeah, it does actually. And let me just decrease the font size. Okay, and let me just not give it a black font. Let me just give it a medium one. It looks good. And what we'll do would be we'll give it the same color. So I have my color picker, and let me just give it the same color as this thing. And here we put it in the middle of this. Or let me just do one thing. Let me just completely center everything. Okay. Now it is centered. Looks good. No, the font should be a little bit less size. Okay. Yeah. Now it looks good. Yes, it does. Okay. Now what I want to do is, so I had this thing in mind wherein what I would do would be I'll have this complete bar of these what do you call my skills of who actually I am, and this is what I'll do for that one. I'll just give it a complete black which matches my banner image. I made it a little bit less width. Okay, this looks good. And now I'll do a T text wherein I do Option and 8. You can press Alt, so it would actually do a star, and I'll do an contour. It's not visible. Yeah, because it should be white. Okay. No, not this. The complete stuff. Yeah. Now this is white. Let me just put it over here. And now let's just complete my stuff. I hope the spelling are correct. I don't know the spelling actually. Now I'll do, or let me just do web developer. These are the things wherein I master the concepts. Social media, influencer. Let me just have ML researcher. Well, this was actually a founder's page in my complete application, but I'm just showing this for the sake of having a portfolio page. This is actually a very minimalistic stuff, so you can just set it up in a jiffy. When we'll code, you understand, right? Okay, now we are done with this, and let me just decrease the size a bit. Okay, that looks good. Let's just give 30. Okay, so what was the size of this one? Okay, 34, and then this 30. Well, if everything goes in complete sync, you have this 444 size decretion layering, something like that in designing. right? And now I'll have, let me introduce, not the spellings is correct, introduce myself. Okay, I have this, center it, complete center it, and I'll give it an italic font. Let me see if, yeah, we have a thin italic. No, not thin italic. We'll give it a normal italic font, yeah, which looks good. Okay, or wait a minute, let me just give it a black font. I won't give it a thin italic. Yeah, this looks good. Let me just decrease the size by 4. Okay, everything goes in complete sync. So 34, 30, 26. Yeah, it should be 57, 57. Looks good now, right? And herein I'll have a quote by Eric Hoffer. So let me just copy that. So I have this quote over here by Eric Hoffer, which is my favorite quote. I put this over here, and then let me just decrease the size so that everything is in sync. I'll give this a font of medium italic. Okay, it is actually 1024, but it actually doesn't. Yeah, now it looks good. Now it looks good. Can we center it? Yeah. Yeah. Now it's centered. Now I'll mention who the guy is. So Eric Hoffer. He is actually a social philosopher. Yeah, this thing looks good. Now, well, actually, this complete content thing I designed separately, so I won't be covering that because that's a part of copywriting and stuff. So I hope I would make a video on that one as well, but not anytime soon. Now I'll have a complete paragraph about myself. If you are interested, then you can just read about that. If not, then also it's okay. And we'll give it a size of let's say 20. Yeah, that's 4 less than this one. So it was 24 and this is 20. And we'll center it. Give it 57, 87. Yeah. Okay, that looks good. That looks good now. Now here I just do one thing. I'll sign myself. So I'll do Jasneet Singh, and I'll give it a font of Blanca, and I'll just increase the size of it. Okay, you feel the what do you call it? The consistency of this stuff, right? Let me just give it a what do you call it? That stroke, or is that what's that called? What's this thing called actually in a signature? Yeah, this looks good. This looks exactly the same. Now I'll just have the designation. I'll just give Jasneet Singh, and this is founder, innovative labs. Okay. And let me just give this a font of that's okay. It's not Jasneet, it's Jasneet actually. And let me just decrease the size, make it to very minimum font. And also, yeah, that looks good. Okay, let me just do one thing. I'll just have flavor. Let me have a little down. Okay, that looks good. Okay, so this is our complete design. I think I haven't left anything, and I think it was a 10-minute ride, right? Yeah, I think so. It was just a 10-minute ride, and we are done with our design. Now in the next video we will be coding it, and mark my words, coding part is very easy, right? So just be with me. Okay, let me just make it a group selection. See, this is stuff that there shouldn't be frame within frames, so that's why I'm doing that. And now what you can do is you can even export that. So you can even have a preview, not of this thing, but of complete this part, right? You have export, you have this preview over here if you are able to see that on the bottom right corner. And if you click export desktop one, you are able to export, and then you can save it over wherever you want. I won't do that. Okay, if you are handing it over to your design team, or sorry, development team, or something like that. But what we want to do it, we want to do it single-handedly on our own. So we will be designing it, and then we will be developing it. So see you guys in next video. If you think that I am doing justice to the content, then please hit that like button. Please subscribe to the channel, guys, and do comment if you want anything from me in my future videos. Thank you. That's all.